Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stampin'UP Blessing. I am super blessed and excited to be here with you this morning. I am going to share a cool idea to level up your card making with the new Paper Pumpkin kit, A Little Smile. Is that the name of it? Yes, I think it is. Anyhow, I want to share an idea just to bring those little cards and pop up even better. So I'm bringing a fold that I want to show you. I just learned how to make it, and I was inspired by a friend of mine and also by the Paper Pumpkin kit. So let's see how that goes. I hope you like it. Good morning, everybody. Let's go stamp. Okay. So Paper Pumpkin brought this beautiful stamp kit called A Little Smile that comes with tiny cards, and I don't have any around me right now because I'm going to show you something different, but I'll show you in a little bit. Comes with mini cards that you can use for random acts of kindness. So I'm going to start by saying, let's make this fold, okay? I have a card base, and in this case, I think I'm using the what's the name? Granny Apple Green. Yes, and I know that the colors in my Paper Pumpkin are actually Old Olive. Is what I believe. It says in here, Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, and Old Olive. But I really like the Granny Apple Green. It pops with color for me. Anyhow, so here is my card base. We're going to have a regular card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are also going to need a layer that right now I'm putting on the inside. And this layer, I believe it is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Yes, 5 1/4. Okay. And I'm going to bring another one. And in this case, I'm going to bring a little Whisper White. And as you see, I'm trying to use some shortcuts in here. So I already started stamping. I already started making the card because today what I want to do is actually show you the fold, how it works, because I think you're going to love it. So this is the first part, okay? And this one, it's going to be a 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I'll grab some of my adhesives, and actually, you know what? I'll give you the first hint. When you make this card, which is called a pop-up gift card holder, I'm going to put some of my best adhesive, okay, on the card. Why? Because a lot will depend on how good and sticky your layers are. You don't want anything peeling off when someone opens your card, okay? So I'm using my favorite, which is the Tombow Monoliquid Glue. It's the one that gives me some time to move things around. So this is the beginning of our card, okay? Super, super simple. Now, what are you going to do next is the following. You are going to also cut, so 2 pieces of designer series paper. And I found in my stash some designer series paper that is actually Coastal Cabana, and I found some Granny Apple Green, okay? And what I did is that I took this designer series paper and I actually scored it at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch. And these pieces of designer series paper that actually coordinate, you can have the same color, okay? I decided to use 2 different colors. You'll see the end result. What does chula means? Chula, I think it's like beautiful. It's like, and it's in Spanish. Jennifer asked me. Chula is like beautiful or cute, or when you say, ay, que chulo, it's like, oh, how cute, how pretty. And we call each other chulas here and there, usually to a baby or to a girl. I don't think we call chulos to the man. It's like calling them pretty. Anyhow, that was just an explanation right there for my friend Jennifer about what chula means. But we are going to take our score tool and we are going to be scoring at 1, and then you will score at 2 and at 3. And if you're wondering how big is this designer series paper, this is a 4 inch by 5 1/4. And this is my style of how I'm using this card, okay? I decided to make it this way, and this is the way I teach it. Because, hello, I love it. And now I'm going to be, let's see, I'm going to use this side of the card. Yes, yes, yes. And then I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to be folding those. Again, this is a 4 by 5 1/4. And I am just folding them like that. Okay. And now I have these 2 little square tubes in here. You see? Haha. I'll show you what we're going to do now. Okay, so you're going to take your inside, and we're working on the inside of the card at this moment, but this is going to be so fun. You are going to love it. And what we are going to do is I'm going to start with this one, I think. Let me see. Because we are going to position this 2 right here. Haha. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that instead of like this. No, I like it like that. I like the change of colors right here. So the way we will start this is the way I want this to be, and it will be right here at the top. I'm going to put a very good adhesive, and you can use sticky strip or any double adhesive that is really sticky. You're gonna put it right here. So let me cover this. Chi-chi-ching. Again, you know my favorite is Tumbo, so that's what I usually go for because it never fails. Haha. Good morning, Cindy. So good to see you. And boys too, ay, qué chulón. Ay, Leticia, you're killing me here. You're killing me. Okay, let me remember how I did this because now I'm confused. Okay, I think it's this way. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to be gluing. You see my glue right there? Okay, I'm going to be adding it to the top, right close to my fold or my score line. You see my score line is right there. And I'm sort of pairing it with this Coastal Cabana cardstock right there, that layer that is 5 1/4. Okay, I'm layering like that. And then I'm going to be putting this like this. Now, I want to then move my card this way. And this is the way that piece of designer series paper will look, okay? And in order to do that, I will add some glue here. Follow along. This is actually a very easy card, but it just surprised me. And I am so thankful. I'll show you the card that my friend sent me at the end. Haha. And I have several that I created with this cool idea. So you're going to take this and you're again going to line it up with the middle of your card or the score in the center of your card base, okay? So I'm just lining it right here, and I'm going to close my card. Not close it, I'm just gonna bring it like this. Ta-ta-ta. And I'm just putting it together, passing my fingers, making sure it's right there. Look how cool that's looking. I love it. Okay, so that's the way that it looks right there. And now I'm going to bring this one, and I'm going to do something very similar. I'm going to put some... Oh, there it goes. I'm going to put some glue back down here. Now, I suggest that you actually do it the way I'm doing it because I did it differently. I started doing all the gluing in a different way, and then it was a bit flimsy. So I'll show you that one as well. I'll take this one right here, and I'll put it at the edge of the other one. Right there. Okay. And this one is going to go like this. So look how cool that looks. And you're like, what in the world is she making? You will see. It's actually really cute. And I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Now, the idea with this card is that you're actually going to take your beautiful little envelope that you received with a card that we will create in a second, and you will be putting it right here in the center. Isn't that so cute? I just love it. You put the little thing in the center. Okay, so before I show you the whole thing, let me show you how I did it. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to add glue only to these corners right here. And you want to use the best glue that you have. Again, you can use sticky strip, okay? I love my Tumbo, so I go with Tumbo. And I'm just doing the two corners because I want to be able to move my envelope however I want. So there you go, and I'm going to press, and I'm going to hold it there for a second. Oh, I'm so excited you're gonna be casing this one, Leticia. It is so fun to make, and I love that the mini cards kind of provide for that. I thought, well, if a gift card fits on this envelope, that means that I can actually use this envelope to put it in the middle of my pop-up card. Okay, so the idea is that it's gonna stay like that. Look how cool. And then you close it, and it closes totally fine, and it mails totally fine. And then you open it, and you're gonna put your little envelope right here. Chun, 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 chun. Look how cute! Isn't that awesome? I absolutely love it. Okay, we're not entirely done. So I'll show you. I'll show you what we're going to do. So I took this little card right here, and I want to show you what I did. I actually cut it in half. Yes, I cut my little mini card. Cut it in half, and I ended up with this, okay? And I'm going to stamp on this in a second, but I want to show you something really, really simple. So I'm going to take this here. Let me bring some paper. Wow, this is like cool scrap paper right here. And let me show you something that I decided to do. Okay, so where did I put my little card? So I remember how I did it. Aha! I want to show you. Okay, I think you're going to love this. This is a card that I created. I'll show you. The one that goes inside my little envelope. Now, how in the world I made that? I took my light crumb cake stamping blend, and I took the brush side, and I took this, and I decided just to go ta-da-da, 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 just like that. And I started coloring it. And again, this is my white that came, the little mini card or half of the mini card. So I'm creating a little bit of sand in here. Remember in my last video, I showed you many ways of creating sand. Well, this is one very mega simple, okay, way of creating that illusion of sand. I just use a Stampin' Blend light crumb cake. Then I'm going to take soft suede, and you can use absolutely any brown that you have. Last kid brought the early espresso. I'm just using soft suede because I had it right there. And I'm gonna put "You Are Amazing." And then in order to make my little sea stars lighter, this is the Coastal Cabana. And what I did is that I took my sea star and I stamp off. So I went here and then I stamp here. And then I stamp off again and I stamp here. Okay, when I was done with that, I went ahead and I cut a piece of, where is it? In this case, I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. And look, I had a boo-boo, but I don't care. I can stamp later on that. Oh, no boo-boo. No boo-boo for me, okay? Let's just stamp it right now. Chung-chung, chung-chung, ha-ha-ha. Like it was on purpose, right? That's what you do when you're making cards. You use your boo-boos and you get inspired and you go for it. So 2 3/8 by 3 5/8. Did I say that right? Yes, I did. 2 3/8 by 3 5/8, and it goes perfectly inside this one. So I'm not done. I'm gonna show you the front of the card and some other ideas that I created with this cute fold. I think you're gonna like it, but I want to just finish this here and finish the front of my card real quickly. So I have that there. In this case, I'm just putting this one right here. Ha ha ha. And then I'm gonna close this up. Now you are wondering, how is the front of my card? Well, I'm going to show it to you. What I did is that when I cut these two papers to 4 inches by 5 1/4, I had 2 leftover papers that were 2 inches by 5, actually 2 by 6, right? Because I was using a 6 by 6 pack of paper. I decided to cut this to 5 1/4 by 2, and I got 2 of them. Okay, same colors. And I already took a card base that will go in the front of my card. Let's just do this together. This will go right here. Okay, and look how cute. I just love it. I love this fold. I'm really excited making folds and bringing you different ideas depending on the kit that we have, okay? And I think this kit is just perfect for it because you want to level up. You want to make it even better. And I love the mini cards. I think they're lovely. And sometimes instead of leaving it to my waiter, I forget and I don't. I leave them a tip, but I did not leave the card. So some of them I'm gonna be used like this, okay? So here I have the other piece, and in this case I'm gonna use this side. So I'm just using the paper that I have. I'm not throwing away the scraps. I'm using it on the same card, okay? And I think you're gonna love doing that. And perfectly, you can put a gift card inside of here too if you wish, or you can just take this all together and put the gift card right there. The cool part is that you can write a message right here, or you can write a message in the center. Now, let me finish this card so you see the other ones, okay? Let me use this one. Doo-doo-doo. Absolutely love my kits. They are so inspiring, and I just recommend them to anybody, to seasoned crafters and people that have never ever done stamping before because they're super easy to make. Now, I already created the front part of my card, and I'll show you what I did. And I did it with the other part, and it's right here. Remember that I cut my little card? I cut it in half. Well, I used half of my little card to create the front image or the focal image in my card, and everything else that you see here was using the kit per se. So this is like one of the cards, you see. I just use this one. I turn it the other way, and then I put my palm tree, and I put the thank you. I added some of my glitter thingies, and on the back I added my vellum with a piece of tape. So that may be a cool idea for you to follow right there. Ah la la, I'll just put a bit of this. I so hope you like this. Oh, Darcy said she loves the card. That is awesome. Darcy, I'm going to show you a couple more that I created in a different color pattern, but this is going to go right here. And it's such an easy card. All the colors were inspired by Paper Pumpkin. You see, I don't even have to thank the colors. They give me colors. And I just kind of follow the inspiration that Paper Pumpkin gives me. And then you open it and look how cute. You can just get that little card out, and you can put a gift card or just a little note right there. You are amazing. So in the front, I use all of my sentiments pretty much because I say thank you, it means so much. Then I put just a little smile, and then they pull it out, and hey, you can put 20 bucks in there and be even happier card, right? But if you don't put money or anything, it's just a little smile and just sharing how amazing other people are in your life. So I hope you like this. Let me show you other samples that I created, okay? Because I think that's totally necessary. So this was another card that I created, actually the first one that I did following today. And look at the inside. I did the same thing. Where's my little card? Boing. I did this ones in here, and those are in soft suede, the same color as this. And this is my other You Are Amazing. That will go right in the center. So let me put it. I have 2 more cards to show you. Okay, so who likes this card? I hope you do, and I hope you try it because I think it's so perfect for the paper pumpkin kit. Okay, the other cards, where are they? Here they are. Look how cute. I love this one. I love this one. I did exactly the same thing I just showed you, okay? These are the same measurements, and on my YouTube channel, I will put all the measurements below in the See More section. And I cut one of my little cards in half, and I added some sentiments right there, and look how cute that looks. And where's my envelope? Ha ha ha. I don't have my envelope in there. Okay, let's put a card in there so you see that it works. Now, this was the one that was a little bit flimsy, and it's, remember I told you at the beginning that if you don't glue them the way I did at the beginning of the video, you will have this one here kind of hanging. It works, you know. I'm still gonna use this card. It's still as beautiful as any other, but it's kind of flimsy. Look at this one. This one's not flimsy. You see, it's not. It's glue. It's right there. It's very, very, like, I don't know, like, it feels good. And you know what? It mails good because my friend mailed me this card from New York, and you're going to love her card. Anyhow, last one that I made was this one, and I have a cool tip for you right there. My day is better because of you. And check out what I did. I took one of these little parts that Paper Pumpkin came up with, okay, or gave us. I think I have 2 in here, my dear. This is like stuck together. I'm pretty sure because it feels very, very thick. Oh dear, maybe not. Anyhow, maybe it's not that way. Okay, what I did is that I put glue right here in the center. Not glue. I put this type of adhesive, my snail adhesive. I put it right in the center. And after it was glued, I started picking up these areas. Yeah, it took me a little bit just to bring them up like that. But I think it just creates such a cool design right there. Don't you think? My day is better because of you. And now look, when you open, how cute. Oh my goodness, I just love this card. I love that the stars that they gave us, the little glittery die cuts, they actually coordinate very, very nice when you stamp the star. So if you want to stamp the star and then put one of them on top, you can kind of see the color behind it. So that's another tip right there for you. Thank you. It means so much. And look at this little card I created. So I'm going to get this one out and show you the other little card I made. Look at that one. You are amazing. So I'm using all of the different ones. And which pink is this one? This is the Flirty Flamingo. I love Flirty Flamingo. And I've been using it with this kit because I think it just makes it even happier. And I love just stamping my little stars in Flirty Flamingo. Reminds me of, I don't know, it just makes it, I love brights. I love bright colors. So here you go. I hope you like these ideas. And oh, don't go, because I have to show you the one that my friend sent me. I think you're gonna love it. Okay, so this was the card that my friend Donna Wicks, Creative Donna, I call her Creative Donna because I love her. And she sent it to me from New York. Happy birthday. And then when it opened, look what she did. She actually used designer sheets paper all over the card, like at the top and at the bottom. And then she added a little thing, a faithful friend is the medicine of life. She added a little quote in there for me. And she also added another little paper with a message per se for me. But I was so inspired by this card. And Donna, thank you so much for the inspiration. You were the inspiration for this card this time. And I hope everybody enjoys it and love it. Thank you to everybody that sent me some birthday cards. They were amazing. And I'm just so inspired. I'll keep showing them to you because I'm so inspired. But tell me if you like this fold, if you're going to make it. I really want to know if you liked it. And I'm going to turn my camera around because I have a cool word for you. Okay, so I want to read a Bible verse from Ecclesiastes, and I don't know if I said that correctly, but I'll go with it. Oh, Jane, I'm so happy you like the fold. Thank you so much for replying. Okay, so I want to read from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, It says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. Isn't that good? It says, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away. Oh my dear, it just keeps saying all the different things. A time to tear and a time to mend, to be silent and a time to speak, to love, to hate, for war and a time for peace. Then I love in verse 11 that says, he has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the hearts of men, yet they cannot fathom what God has done from beginning to end. This chapter is such a blessing to me. And yesterday I was talking with my children, and as I was talking with them, for some reason this topic came into our conversation in the car. We were in our car on like an hour trip, and we were talking about how sometimes you follow and sometimes you lead. And this brought to me a message where at times you are in seasons that you are a follower and seasons where you are leading, and both of them have responsibilities, and both of them have challenges, and both of them have also blessings. And there's different seasons in the year. There's the season of Christmas, there's tax season, there is baseball season, there's soccer season, there's seasons in friendship, there's different seasons. There's what else? Back to school season, holiday harvest season. We call different seasons in our lives, and we prepare for those seasons, right? We know they're coming. Well, you may be in a season right now where you are a good follower, or you may be in a season right now where you're leading. And why am I bringing this? Because it can be a source of frustration for us. Sometimes we want to be leading when God is actually calling us to follow, or sometimes we want to be following when he's actually calling you to lead. So whatever the season that he's calling you to be in, I'm going to encourage you today to be excellent in what you do. If God is calling you to follow, be an excellent follower. Be a follower that the leaders are going to be so excited to lead. Be a follower that serves. Be a follower that is grateful. Be a follower that is a blessing to their leaders. Be a follower that is just a joy to be around. And if you are leading, then the same with you. Be gentle, be grateful, be encouraging to the followers that you have. You know, there's different seasons in life. Whatever season that you are in your life right now, I'm going to encourage you to just trust God. He is in control. We don't have to be. There's seasons that we control things, and there's seasons when you cannot control them. But what will you do? You will be grateful. You will be content, no matter where you are. So if you are in a season of following, I am in seasons of following right now. I'm looking at my leaders. I'm following my husband. I'm learning to serve. I'm following my pastors. I'm following many people that the Lord is putting in front of me as leaders. I am called to honor them and be a good follower, a good encourager, a good one to cheer others up. So if that's your season, go for it. If you are leading, there's challenges there too. Do it with joy. Do it as unto the Lord, and be a blessing, because you are called for this season you're in. And I know you will be great. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I hope you leave me your comments below. If you have not subscribed to my channel in YouTube, Stamp a Blessing, go and subscribe, because it's really fun to be there too. And I'll keep bringing more and more ideas in the next weeks, and in July, some organization tips and so many more plans to bring. So God bless you. I love you. I'll let you go, because I know you have many things to do, but go stamp and stamp blessings. Ciao, ciao.